Well, good morning. The interesting factors of technology and getting it right, isn't it amazing? And yeah, there was a little glitch. I don't know what it was. It was something to do with Facebook. But we're here now for the daily LENORMAND card spread reading at Rosboundy Psychic Meeting, bringing that to you so that we can actually get a little bit more guidance and clarity ready for today. So here we go. Tap into your connections, your spiritual guidance, and we'll pop over to the cards. There we are. Now, I was hoping they were lined up because I didn't have time to check it. I do have webinars on a Wednesday morning. So is that straight? Sort of. Now, I'll just slide that in a little bit further. And there we go with our LENORMAND card deck box cover. Is this one here. So it's the Gilded Reverie LENORMAND. Ciro Marchetti is the artist on this deck for this deck, and it's the expanded edition. I love it. And I do use this our card. I bring our cards into it every time as well. So there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. And look at those gorgeous little wide-eyed faces. I love the owls. I think they're gorgeous. And let's bring them into clear view. The camera worked. Bit focused. At least something worked. There we go. Beautiful, isn't it? So we'll just put them there. And I can put Sarah's comment up because there is a comment showing now. Good morning to you, Sarah. It's lovely to have you here. And we've got Amanda as well from the US. So it's your evening, Amanda. Lovely to have you here. Just a reminder, this is a general card spread reading. It's not the free card reading pool, question asked, etc., with an answer. It is you're tapping into your psychic connections or your spiritual connections or just that gut feeling around what you're sensing from these cards as I sort of put my twist on it. And it's becoming a very familiar twist for many who pop in to these because I have been using this deck of cards for over 3 years now. And it is a gorgeous deck. I love the artwork. And good morning from Leslie as well. You're in London, wasn't it? And so it's your evening as well, really, isn't it? Is that correct? Hopefully I've got it right. Eventually I'll learn them all. And good morning from Lauren. Wonderful to have you here as well. Now, the 5 cards, it is in the card spread of a cross. I've taken this spread actually out of the Gilded Reverie Tarot deck that is also artwork by Ciro Marchetti. It's what attracted me to this deck of the LENORMAND to start with because it was Ciro Marchetti's artwork that's just so beautiful. And he has other decks too. Anyway, we're not here for that. We're here for the LENORMAND reading. So we have the stars in our home space. We have the mature man, the older man, the wonderful energy, the masculine in the business workspace. I mean, this is the workspace going by the label on the little card I used many years ago. What we've got in the unexpected energies up the top is books. Down here in our role, we've got the young man here in that position. So we've got a very masculine day. And here in the center, which is the outcome card, or I also like to give it that pivot, pulling into connection with all of them type of a label energies for this, because it brings it together and it does, it summarizes the outcome, if you like that way. So, and that is the ring in that space, of course. Now, as we're reading the order of what the numbers are that are on that little guide card I used many years ago, the home space with the stars in it, it does go in that order that I'll be reading them. So the home space with the stars in it really is bringing those dreams together, that you really intend and want as your wish list, I suppose, effectively, because there's so many I know that we probably do have in the back of our minds on what we've had dreams for, that, the further back they're just dustier and just little, I wonder if. But what we have is more that focus of what is our destiny with this one star that's right in the middle, that's got the natal wheel around it of the astrology zodiac, what is usually astrology. So it is bringing into focus that is our pathway and what is our destiny. We still have our free choices in and amongst this. Hence, we've got these other, things that we can wish for and what we are wanting to actually plan for and everything, especially in our day. Like today, we are doing this reading for today and clarity around that. If you do use astrology, just look in a bit more detail as to what is the transits happening over your natal chart for today, and really look at the energies that are most evident in that for you today. But it really is, even if you don't follow all of that, take what's the most of the strongest feeling that you're really wanting to do, or how you are feeling, and work on that, especially with those who you're in relationship within your family aspect or your home space. Friends, it can be just an important friend that you're feeling some sort of a connection with, that you might need to talk about something or plan to do something with them today, because it is heading very closely towards that Christmas season, of where a lot of that energy of goodness and well-being to others is, it does have a stronger pull for us at this time of year. Act on it. Actually do some of those things that you're feeling that intuitive sense to do. And it could just be that you've got a to-do list in preparation for your Christmas day or something like that you're going to tick off as you go along in your day to day, because there always is something more to do, isn't there? And, the focus is going to be that shining star that's at the top of the list, probably. Or just having that different, shift it round, have that different energy around, the sparkling star, the one that's shining the most, that it can change and shift, as our attention can sometimes change and shift as we look at the stars at night and see, oh, there's another one that's as bright as, oh, there's another one. Try to keep focused on the one for the day today as much as you can, but it doesn't mean we can't have those little distractions. It is okay. But I do feel that there is that shining star today. Follow through with that. And it also comes into that strength that we're getting and the wisdom in our workspace that's definitely a masculine style of, let's get it done, let's be practical, let's move into what is the most efficient and effective way from your experience and what your skill set is in your workspace. You're doing the best that you can from who you are. And that's what I'm feeling with the energies of the masculine in the workspace. And certainly because this is the older, wiser books that are coming into that unexpected, I think it really is tapping into that is our knowledge here in both aspects. Or, as far as the home space, don't forget to find those moments where you can just relax and read a good book if you want to. There can be those moments that you can just pick it up and read a chapter if you feel like it. And I think for me, I tend to have more of my books on Kindle, which is the Kindle app on my iPad. So I'd pick up my Kindle, as open the app. It's already open and it's ready to read whenever I feel like I've got a moment or two to actually continue reading. So that part of what we're using the books for in our day, and it could just be something you're needing to reference as a tool for your work. At some point, do a little bit of research on something if you're needing to. Or even you can take a break and read a good chapter or two out of a book that you want to read, just to give your mind a bit of a gap of, instead of doing everything all the time as far as the work goes, give yourself a mind, the into a fantasy land type of thing with reading a good novel, whatever you feel. That's what I'm feeling with that one. So, and with the young man in ours, look, it can be, feeling that freshness of energy of something new that we are pursuing in our planning and doing, and really shining out, because we've had the young man as part of our energies for a couple of readings in the last few days, I think. I'm not sure whether it was yesterday or the day before, but I'm pretty sure we have had that influence. So it's still continuing and tapping into that feels a fresh newness of doing. So, It's not reinventing the wheel or anything. It's just putting different eyes on it and a different perspective. And it's tapping into the practical side of who we are, whether we're female or male. So let's shift into that wonderful expectation of, energetics of moving into that freshness, starting anew or not. It doesn't have to be new because it's not a baby, it's not a child. This one, the energy is from at least having some base of knowledge and knowing, but we're still going to be growing into it because there's room for improvement with anything, isn't it? Having the openness to learn, I think, because we've also got the books there as well. It is that connection through here. What are we vowing and promising to ourselves is to find that is our inner treasure, isn't it? And learning more about who we are in our life and what part we have to play in it with the people around us. We've chosen where we are for a particular purpose and reason. We don't always have to know it absolutely from the top of, every day. It's part of that discovery and adventure of actually taking on that promise to self in our soul contract that we are going to do the best we can in following what is our path, what has been our choices in that soul contract. I do feel it is a wonderful adventure, life is, regardless of whether we have those down moments or the highest moments and everything in between. That's what it is. It's actually life. And we are on that beautiful cycle, finding those wonderful gems and pearls and all sorts that we can have included in that. You look at the design in this beautiful mandala at the background. It's not that it's a boring process. It's because there is something new we can discover each cycle around this, that there's something we may not have seen. It's not that we've missed it, but we have our focus each and every time on something that's more purposeful each time, that's got that different focus, different intention of what we're about to do for the next step and the next step. It's never going to be 100% the same. So move through your day with new life vigor and expectations of discovery, of seeing the next shiny star, or whatever it is that you can feel in your energetics, in what is who you are in that process. What's the next, discovery, self-discovery, discovery of others, because we aren't here by ourselves. We are here as part of the humanity of life too. So just take each moment and be present with it, in that more conscious level of why, where, how, what's next, and all the rest, and decide, choose. And we do choose our own attitude and way that we put ourselves out at times. We don't have to be glum and horrible and all sad and everything. We can choose to just put a smile on, because when you're smiling, you can't have the facial features lift up, and it lifts your energy up, and it lifts your spirits, and your connection is, I don't know, it just brings things in that are much more positive. Even though I don't believe in the positive and negative, it's balance. It really is the experience of what everything in life can be. That's what I love about the adventure we're on in this life. So there you go. So thank you, Sarah. Have a blessed day with love and joys to everybody. And hopefully there was something out of that reading, as much as sometimes it gets a bit garbled, because it takes a little bit sometimes to really unmesh what Spirit's bringing through as far as explanations. I feel it. I'm sort of sensing it in a picture in my mind to put the words out. Do for you, look at the cards again, halt the video so that you just see the full spread of cards, or see the picture that I have posted in my profile. Just have a look and see where your attention is pulled the most strongly for the card to focus on for today, or feel in its essence what it's meaning for you and put that into action, or just let the energies wash through you and just continue being the best you. That's what we do. We be the best us in each and every moment. So thank you for being here, and I'm going to be here tomorrow morning. It should be the 8 o'clock, all things being equal. And I am still doing private readings. I haven't actually got my thingy up. I'll just put the one that is going to be is my rosboundy link, and then there it is. The Psychic Online is the other readings link as well. So there we go for those. And look, I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Until then, keep being the best you, and namaste. Bye for now.